been to 40 different John Legend concerts. Thank you. I'm also a card-carrying member of the Legend Network, which is his original fan club from back in the MySpace days. Thank you. So when I was living in DC and I heard that he was getting an award for his charity work, I was like, I have to go. There's only two problems. One, it was private invite only. Second, it was at the home of the British ambassador. So I'm a little Looney Tunes, and I was like, I'm still gonna go. And so I got dressed up in my finest, and my plan was, I'm just gonna latch on to some guy that's gonna be walking in, and I'm just gonna walk and talk, and he's not gonna know what's happening, and I'm gonna, boom, I'm gonna be in. And I'm like, that's a great plan, right? Roll the dice, that's gonna happen. And then as I'm about to walk out my apartment door, I think, you could also get arrested for trespassing. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. I go and sit down, and then I'm like, wait a minute, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Which is kind of how I live my life. So I'm like, no, get dressed again. I zoom down the Beltway, and when I get there, in my indecision, I have made myself very late. There is no crowd. Operation Latch, no go. No go. And then I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna try to walk in, because why not? So I go to grab my purse, and I put my keys in, and I reach in, and I'm like, no wallet. I have no form of photo identification. How are you going to get into the home of the British ambassador with no photo identification? And I'm scrounging around anything in my car, Honda CR-V parked at the home of the British ambassador. They're not setting off any alarms, right? The only thing I find is my condo pool pass. My condo pool pass has a photo identification on it. It's peeling at the corners, it's nasty, but it's got my ID. So I'm like, let's roll. And I go and I push the button, the little buzzer, and they open the gate. Why? So I walk in and I'm like, okay, I need a plan B, I need a plan B. And I see the security guard waving me over, and I'm like, okay, this is where it ends. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Damsel in distress, damsel in distress. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so late, I don't know where I'm supposed to go, I don't know where I'm supposed to be. And he's like, whoa, calm down. You're just gonna go right down this way. Thank you. And I like scurry out of there, because before he realizes he hasn't asked for an invitation, nor has he asked for photo ID. So I go down the path he tells me to, I find the staircase, and I run into my next obstacle, which is a lady with a guest list. And I'm like, come in. And then, so she's like, your name? And I'm like, oh, Jennifer. She's like, and your last name? And I'm like, Haywood. She's like, and you're with? And I was like, the Legend Network. Because that's the name of John Legend's fan club. And inside my purse is my fan club ID card. So I could pull this off. And she goes, oh, that must be why you're not on my list. And she hands me a program and says, they've already started, go ahead inside. I'm like, I cannot believe this is happening. So I get in, and I'm like so hyped, I can't breathe. And I'm like, just calm down. Okay? And then I hear my favorite voice in the world, John Legend, says, thank you, good night. Thank you, that is a perfect response. And I'm like, no, I gotta get up there. I gotta get proof that this night happened. No one is gonna believe this shit. So I book my way, push people out of my way, get up to the front where John is, and I shove my flip phone into some lady's hand. I'm like, take my picture. And as I go over, I grab John by the arm, and I'm like, hi, I'm a big fan, see? And I pull out a picture of me with John Legend to show John Legend. So I'm standing there with John Legend, showing John Legend a picture of John Legend, asking for another picture of John Legend. And I hope that the floor just swallows me in that moment. And he goes, I see we've done this before. The lady hands my phone back, John gets whisked away. The people at the, I'm like, this has got to get me away right now. I'm going to get busted. And a guy comes up in a dark suit, and I'm like, oh, this is where it ends. And he's like, who are you with? And I'm like, aren't we just all a bunch of John Legend fans tonight? And he goes, I suppose you're right. Can I get you a drink? Turns out he's an executive executive from the company that was sponsoring the event that night, so he thinks I'm somebody because I just got my picture with John Legend. So I end up partying with them, and as I'm leaving, I see the original security guard, and he's like, "Did you have a good time tonight?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm going to jail." And I'm like, "I had an amazing time." And he's like, "You have a good night." And I got out of there, and that's how I got into the home of the British ambassador with nothing but a condo pool pass and a John Legend fan club.